Hey, this end of the road haunts. This is a little rushed, so the audio isn't great. Sorry, I'm not using a microphone this time. But I think you can. I think you know why this is rushed. It's not going to be a high quality video, but it doesn't need to be. So I was sitting in class, and Spirit released a new, like a teaser, kind of like the gravestone thing they did, but this is just names. But even so, like, I don't know if I'll be freaking out in this video, because I've had like an hour to let them sink in. But like, I was sitting at my desk just looking like spasm, dude, just violently shaking, like freaking out. So yeah, I gotta go over these. So number one, I want to point out the Welcome to the Carnival sign. I have a feeling that's going to be in the ISEs this year. Because, like, they had the Spirit Hollow sign last year, and it was in the ISEs. So, that's just a theory of mine. I don't know. But, yeah, let's get into... Let's get into these. So, Spirit Carnival is coming to town. The main attractions. Here we go. These are animatronic names. So I want you to visualize what these could be and leave in the comments below what you think these will be like. But yeah. Number one, the Ringmaster. Very vague. Clearly he's a Ringmaster. But hey, Rodner Ringmaster is absolutely awesome. Like, I love that one. So hey, I'm excited to see this. Two, Nibbles the Clown, which is one I'm very curious about, to be honest. Because Nibbles was the name of the Morris Costumes clown in the cage. So I don't know, that's kind of interesting. Maybe it'll be that would be a little lazy, but it wouldn't be terrible. Or maybe it's something new, I don't know. I'm picturing this one might be gory though. Because it's called Nibbles, I think it's gonna be like eating an arm or like mice. Or I don't know. Just, this is interesting. Next we have Bobby Strings, which is funny because I first learned about these from Bobby K, so seeing Bobby kind of gave me whiplash. But yeah, this is an interesting name because it's clearly going to relate to strings somehow. Maybe he'll be like a puppeteer, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Now that I think about it, he could be a musician, I don't know, like playing a strings instrument. But yeah, no, that's interesting. I'm curious to see what Bobby Strings is. Then there's the name Cotton Candy Dan, which I'll be honest, out of all the names, this is kind of like one of the least excited I am. And not because it's bad, but just because it's like, it's probably going to be a clown with cotton candy. But they could do something really cool with it, like having, I don't know, like a hand sticking out of it. Maybe he's like covered in cotton candy. I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see what this one will be, though. I'm interested to see all of them. And the next one is Barnaby the Bear, the last of the main attractions. And, okay, I've seen some hate for this guy already. People are debating whether he'll be good or not. I'm calling it, though, he's going to be just like Monty, in the way it's like a demented animal circus performer. I looked it up, and maybe he'll be like one of those bears on tricycles, but like all bloody and stuff. I don't know. But I'm calling it right now, Barnaby the Bear is going to be sick. I don't know why, I just have that feeling, that deep down gut feeling that Barnaby the Bear, you're gonna like this one. Alright, and then we have featuring world famous entertainers, and these are the licensed props, which are Art the Clown, Ghostface, Michael Myers, and Emily and Victor from, I assume, The Corpse Bride. Okay, so Art the Clown. Obviously, we've had the art from Party City, so it's like, you know, it's... We haven't gone artless this season necessarily, but I'm quite happy to see this because even if it's party time and even if it's like $350, this would be easier for me to get than the Party City one because it's, you know, in Canada, most likely. I mean, it's probably going to be in stores. So yeah, Art the Clown, obviously, that's sick. I love the Terrifier movies. And obviously, if it's made by Party Time, it might be a little but I don't know. I have a good feeling about all of these. Obviously, my expectations are always high. But yeah, I think Art the Clown will be a good one. And next is Ghostface, which, okay, we got Ghostface in 2021, and he was pretty, not very good, you know? But maybe, I mean, because there's been the talk, you know, the discourse around Scream 7 recently. Hopefully this one is like licensed from Scream, so he'll have like Scream lines. You know, one can dream. But yeah, I'm curious to see what this will be like, because if it's Ghostface is a pretty cool slasher character, you know? And so, like, if they put in some effort into him this time around, made an actual full body with, like, maybe a turning side to side and, like, a stabbing, that would be great. And if they had lines from the Scream movies, even better. Next we have Michael Myers, which, you know, yeah, we haven't seen one since 2018, so that's cool. I mean, we had the Party City one, but, you know. I think this one will be from Halloween 2. That's what I'm guessing, because they had the sidestepper from Halloween 2. But yeah, this is neat. Also, could be made by Party Time. But we'll have to see. I mean, definitely, I think a Michael Myers animatronic would be really cool. So I'm curious, you know? I'm interested to see what he'll be like. And then Emily and Victor from The Corpse Bride. The Corpse Bride is not a movie I've seen, but it has a cool art direction, you know? They look cool. And, like, it's a very Halloween-y movie. And it's one that I've never watched, but whenever I see people requesting it, I'm like, yeah, okay, I can see that happening. That would be cool. So, like, maybe not my cup of tea, but hey, it's cool to see. And then next, Blast from the Past. These are the big returners. No Silent and Deadly or Barnyard Butcher, which is kind of sad, but Cerberus, Twitching Banshee, Creepy Tower, and Clown. These are not my first in line must return ones, but they're my close second and thirds on like the tier list of things that should return. So Cerberus, he kind of returned in 2019, so that was a little weird. But fun fact, Cerberus was the first animatronic I ever activated in person. Like, the first time I ever stepped on a Spirit Halloween step pad, it was Cerberus. So that's really cool to see. You know, having a nostalgic prop like that for me come back. That's really neat. And then there's Twitching Banshee, who was from the same year, Cerberus 2015, which honestly was a banger of a year. I don't know why people hate it so much. But yeah, another welcome return because she is creepy as all hell. Maybe she's online only, which would kind of suck. She probably is. But like, yeah, Twitching Banshee is great. Love her. Love to see it, dude. And yeah. And hey, if she's in stores, maybe she'll traumatize kids like she did for me. Then, Creepy Tower and Clown. Again, maybe a little recent to return, but he's a good return. I'm assuming he'll probably be the one in stores out of these three because, you know, he's a clown, obviously. But it's a cool return to see. I remember not liking him that much originally, but I grew to like him over the years. And would I get him? I don't know. Hard to say because, you know, there seems to be a lot of cool stuff. We haven't even gotten to, like, a lot of the original names yet. But yeah, Creepy Tower and Clown, cool to see back. Love his lines. He looks good and classic. And, I mean, they're probably going to bring him back with a new and improved face sculpt like they did for Clowning Around. So, chef's kiss. These are three great returns. Are they the best return Spirit could ever have done? No. But they're like, I'm a happy boy. These are yummy yummy in my tummy. Like, if you told me back then that these would be the returns of 2024, I would have been like, hell yeah, that's great. And then, the final part, Oddities and Curiosities. These are where a majority of the original names are, and, hell yeah, that's all I gotta say. Maybe they're leading, you know, with their best, you know, ones first, but these sound really good. So number one, Gravestone Ghoul. Okay. I know I just said these are really good, but just saying, expect a Tombstone Terror or Eternal Rest with this one, because Gravestone Ghoul just sounds kind of vague. I'm thinking like maybe Graveyard Ghoul type thing. I don't know, though. There's a possibility that it could be really good out of nowhere. So keep that in your mind, but I'm not thinking he'll be anything crazy. But only time will tell. Okay, and then this is a juxtaposition, because next we have Night Terror, and okay, dude, Night Terror is, that's a sick name. I mean, sure, it's kind of generic as far as, names go. But dude, like, I'm thinking this is like a nightmare boogeyman type animatronic, like along the lines of your Nightcrawler and Deathstalkers. And dude, I love boogeyman animatronics so much. Boogeyman 2016, love him. Harvester of Souls, love him. Home Depot Boogeyman, really good. Deathstalker, Nightcrawler, love him. So, hell yeah. If this is like another Boogeyman or Nightmare, oh, I'm such a happy boy. This would be like such a pickup. I'm really excited to see what this one will be. And next we have Wanda Webworth, which is actually a pretty interesting one because the Webworth makes me think that she might be related to spiders. So maybe she's like rotting and covered in spiders or spider webs. That would be pretty sick. Maybe she's like, ooh. Okay, maybe she's like a seamstress or something. Like maybe she's like spooling. I don't know. But definitely something spider related. Maybe she's like a spider woman herself with like a spider mouth. That would be really cool. Maybe like she had 8 eyes. I don't know. Yeah. Next is one I'm really curious about. Not necessarily one that I'm like really excited by, but just straight up curious because I have no idea what this will be. Giant Death Ray. Which is quite the name, and I'm thinking it's one of two things. Maybe three. Number one is a stingray, which sounds weird, but I think it would be like a big manta ray, and it would have like its tail up, and it would like lunge forward at you, kind of, which would be pretty cool. I mean, they're doing like a lot of nautical props from like Lowe's, Party City, and so honestly, Giant Death Ray, if it is a stingray, I could kind of see this coming, but that's still pretty neat. It would be like pretty unique and stuff. Yeah, no, Giant Death Ray I'm interested in. Or B, he's something alien related. Or she, I don't know. I can't say. But I think it could be something alien related, like maybe a literal big death ray, or like an alien holding a death ray, or someone suggested a mad scientist. I don't know. But Giant Death Ray has me interested. Like, I'm curious to see what that'll be. And it could be really cool. Who knows? Okay, next we have another one that I'm really curious about. The Cremator. And okay, this is so many of these props are going in two directions for me, where they could be like one of two things. But this one I don't see too many people talking about, but I'm really interested in. Because A, I'm thinking it would be similar to the incinerator, and the way it's like a literal like crematorium or something. That's interesting to see. I don't know, maybe it's like a 2D Experiment 4 type thing where it's like a crematorium door and like a burning hand would come out. You know, even that would be pretty cool and grim. Or I'm thinking, and this is going to be kind of out there, something with a flamethrower. Like maybe I'm picturing a burnt skeleton for some reason holding a flamethrower. Or shoot, maybe it's a demon. I don't know. And if it is a demon, that's pretty cool. But if it is, it won't be the only one. So, yeah. And then we have Max Straw, which is a really weird name. I don't know. It reminds me of Jack Straw, so I'm curious to see that. Maybe it's like, I don't know what kind of name Mac is, if it's like female or male. So maybe it's like a Jack Straw brother or wife, or just not related to Jack Straw at all. I don't know. Interesting to see though, because I think I'm thinking this one is definitely a Scarecrow, and hey, I love a good Scarecrow prop, right? So, hey, I'm totally open to the possibility. And then we have Dark Princess, which is not the best name, but yeah, no, Dark Princess is a strange name because I'm just as goofy as it sounds, I'm just imagining your standard like princess with blonde hair and a pink dress with like red eyes, which I think would be really funny. But no, I'm thinking this will be something different, something like, yeah, I don't know, but I'm curious to see what Dark Princess will be. Cause hey, who knows? Maybe it is cool. And the final one we have here is the Demonic Gatekeeper. If you saw my video on the things last year, you know I love demon props. And granted, I didn't get Hellspawn or anything, but, you know, Demonic Gatekeeper is like, that's really cool. I'm picturing like something with like a flaming demon goat type head with like a lantern or something, and that would be really cool. I mean, who knows what it is? Could just be like it could just be a skeleton, but I don't know. Something about them emphasizing demonic gatekeeper. I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling about all of these. And yeah, that is the entirety of the Spirit 2024 teaser that they just dropped. I'm thinking we might get a video later on. I mean, don't quote me on that, but it would be cool. But yeah, I think this is genuinely a really good sign because, like, some of these names sound really cool, and like I made this point last year, but like you don't have a name called like Night Terror and have it be boring. You know what I mean? Like there's so many of those names that have so much going on with them, and it's like these sound really interesting and really badass, scary, and I genuinely think. I mean, we saw like Rick Ratman, and also some of the props they're bringing back or making licensed props are pretty gnarly. Like Art the Clown is obviously one of the most violent slasher characters ever. Twitching Banshee is horrifying. So this is gonna be a banger year. I'm calling it. Yeah. Please let me know what you think of these in the comments below. I'm super hyped. I don't know about you. And I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.